Hey guys, and welcome to another Schematics special, this time with a pre-alpha gameplay demo of Space Haven. For that we invited one of the developers of Bugbyte, Aksel. Hey.
Hello there.
And in charge or in control this time is Blind.
See, the best part about that is the part where you claimed that I'm in control. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Well, I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. I haven't crashed the game yet, so that's a good thing.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at
if
it
it crashes,
from
it's your fault.
The thing is, if you have no clue what you're doing or run into any issues, we have a developer here to help you out, right?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, I hope I can help.
I was just gonna say, going forward, we're just gonna be playing through the second scenario in the Kickstarter alpha demo, and I am kind of lying. I do have a decent amount of idea what I'm doing at this point. I think I've gotten a little bit into the game. I've kind of scratched the surface, and this should be fun. So I'm just gonna click start here, and then I'll immediately pause, and we'll figure out where we're going from there.
Yeah. Have you played this scenario before?
No, I have not. I've only played the initial scenario, so I'm just going to immediately pause. And so we have what seems to be a relatively constructed ship here.
It's a station. It's an asteroid station. Your crew has been transported to this abandoned mining station, and you get to use this to build a spaceship from scratch.
Cool.
So what would we go about doing from here? Like we have these lovely tooltips over here on the side. We've got insufficient resources. Portions of the facility are not on the power grid, and the game wants me to start building a spaceship. So what would you recommend we go about doing from here?
Well, if you unpause the game, some problems will solve themselves. Like now everything has power. It was just the station kind of charging up.
Okay.
And what we have wanted to do is, like, when the player is wondering, okay, what should I do? It's usually the blue objective to there. So that will give you the next task if you don't have your own plans. So it says now start building your new spaceship, and you do this by going there, and then you click ship, and then you click hull and build hull.
Whoa.
And then if you zoom out a little bit, this is like your empty canvas. Okay, you have to
I zoomed out too far, I think.
Yeah. Build hill hull.
There we go. So this is kind of, I guess, our build zone. This is the station that we already have, and then the lovely sun in the background. All right.
So you can just start with like maybe 10 times 10 or so.
Better start counting. Blind.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm wishing there was like a little number or something telling me approximately what 10 by 10 was. Oh, I see. There's the cost to build. We can go off of that. Let's go like there. Whoopsies. Did I just cancel that, or is that still going to happen? It's still going to happen. Okay, so let's unpause.
It's good. Yeah. And now you can go to the crew management menu. It's up. It's the green. It's that one. So yeah, here you get to prioritize what your crew members are doing, and there's construct, so you could put like 3 guys. Yeah, that's okay. So that's down.
That's down. Oh, I see. I have to click up in the screen.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. So then that would put these 2 on the highest priority, then I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you put like that, so now building hull isn't that hard, so they shouldn't mess it up. And when you prioritize it like this, they will more of these mining pods will come, and you will build it a little bit faster.
Of course, we can speed up and slow down time to speed up the whole process in general. I really like the way they kind of get into little pods and float around, and
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm,
kind of
yeah.
adorable. It reminds me of Space Station 13 a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we put a lot of time to polish these things. The things that we've had time to polish, and it's like with that we want to show what the game will look like. I mean, there's like a lot of things we haven't had time to polish, like the star map, but these things that we have polished, we want to show how it will look like the game. So
I'm also impressed by how much you let us zoom in.
yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of games are very afraid to kind of show individual pixels, but if you want to get right in there, you can do that.
Yeah, you can zoom in there, see what our graphic artist has done.
Can count the individual pixels of the sprites.
Yeah, like he's been doing these pixels for 3 years soon now. So there's a lot of effort in them.
So you've been working on this for 3 years at this point?
Almost. I mean, a lot of that time has been like discussing and trying to sort out problems, because there's been like a lot of problems. And an interesting fact is that RimWorld was on Spaceship at one point, and I found an article where he said that there were so many problems with these spaceships that he decided to put it on a planet instead.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting. When I found that article, I was like, wow. And then he named some problems we were battling with. So I was like, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that was like 1 year into development. So it wasn't something I knew beforehand or we knew beforehand, but we started to run into problems. And one of them is actually the airlock. And when shuttles and mining pods park at these airlocks, another mining pod or shuttle can't come to it. So it's blocked, essentially. And that's the reason why we have hangars, and they function as home hangars. So whenever a mining pod or shuttle has done its task on an airlock, it immediately goes to its home hangar or another task, so it frees it up. And this is the way we avoid blocks, essentially.
So now that the hull is done, I'm guessing the first thing to do is oxygen supply, isn't it?
No, that's wrong. You have to build.
See, already messed up.
You have to build an airlock.
See, this is
sure.
why I'm driving.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so we have to build a. So I'm assuming we go back into the ship menu and then
and there's the
pod hanger
airlock.
There, this guy.
Then you have to, very good.
One of the first things I did when I started playing this was I adjusted the key mapping to what I'm used to.
Ah, okay.
It's rebindable controls.
Yeah.
It's always a positive thing.
Yeah.
So is there anything else I should queue up on this right away, or just let them kind of do their thing?
I would let them do their thing. See what happens. Now they're already loading up.
Sprites on this are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, our graphic artist is really something. He's really great at what he does.
It's like the best of Metal Slug and StarCraft.
Yeah. And when you start one guy has made all the graphics to this game. Just one guy sitting at his desk for 3 years. So and he will be sitting at it for 5 years if we get our wish.
Well, I hope you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming over.
Yeah.
Speed up a little bit. Okay, so they're outputting resources. Interesting.
Yeah, and then a guy will come build it eventually. And when the airlock is built, it's possible to speed up the process a little bit. with a ship stab that we have made quite recently. So, but now they're on a break. They're on leisure time now.
Yep. How dare they have leisure time? That's
Yeah.
not something that's permitted on my space station.
Right.
And now they go sleep.
And now they're sleeping.
Those ungrateful, lazy sons of...
Yeah.
But no, I mean, sanity is important when you're in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we've talked about traits a couple times. Would it be possible to have a crew on night shift? Like, would that something like that have an impact on them? Like, is that something we can control later on?
Yeah, like if you go to the crew management, like the green guy up there, you can click on the schedule.
Okay.
And here you can, like, if you want to make someone work as a night shift, you can make them. And then you have, like, some other guys working some other shift. And you can, like, if you don't want them to have free time, you can deny them free time. You can even deny them sleeping and everything.
So we could put, like, somebody here.
Yeah.
And somebody over here.
Yeah.
And
Then you can...
maybe a little bit more sleep.
Yeah, and when you have done this one, you can use the copy. There's a to the left there. That's the copy, and you can paste it to other, so you don't have to do it.
It's interesting that you don't have one that's they can just go do whatever at this time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because at least RimWorld has an option where they can just do nothing, so it's just whatever the character needs. So if the pawn needs break time, they'll go take rest. If they need food, they'll go do that. If they feel like working, they'll go do that.
Yeah, it is interesting. So there they are. And now that...
Someone's upset, I think.
Yeah, that Thor guy should stay out of the... Yeah, good.
Airlock is finished. You're well on your way to building a new spaceship for your crew.
Uh-huh.
So what would we go about doing now?
Well, you can just
Good
click the
job.
button. This is we wanted to make sure that the players find this screen because it's actually pretty important. So this is a screen where you can prioritize where your crew members work, like ship-wise. So this
interesting.
This Vasiliki is your ship that you're building. So you should probably put like 3 guys to, there's like the work column. So you can put 3 guys to prioritize work on this Vasiliki ship.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see. So we have the 2 separate ships here.
Yes.
So this is like our home ship,
Yeah.
and then this is where we're at now. Okay, so we want them to come over here to work.
Yep, you want
Is
that.
that what that means?
3 is good because then
Okay.
some will focus on the home ship too. There's like life supports and stuff like that to do there too. But this,
I mean, we wouldn't want life support to go away in the bedrooms, right?
no. So this is this will make it a bit faster for the crew members to be able to build a new ship as they are like spending more time there.
Mm.
And now you can place a large storage somewhere in there.
Large storage. So let's go back to ship.
Yeah, it's in production, I think. Production and storage.
Oh, I see. Storage. Large storage.
Yeah.
So I guess they need to get to the little green circle. So I can just kind of...
Yeah, it's the point where they load and unload.
This is where I will sit here and mess with this for forever. Used to do it with Resident Evil Inventory, and now it's like...
Oh, gosh, yeah.
playing Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
So can I take this ship and like fly away separately and have multiple ships in different locations, or do they just kind of move around as a unit?
Yeah, so your fleet will move as a unit. That's how we're looking at it right now. But yeah, so you build a ship, and eventually you build a bridge and a hyperdrive, and then you're able to jump into hyperspace. and then you can go and explore the galaxy and see what's out there. Yeah, eventually you will be able to build more than one ship when you get the resources for that.
So right now we have this person over here who's apparently starving, so I think we need like lunches over here or something.
Who is Dixon or who?
Yeah,
Oh, it's that
this
guy.
one.
Ah. Maybe. Well, they're on the work schedule, so at least if she has leisure time, when that time comes, she will go eat. They just don't have.
Yeah, she's got leisure time. It's not for a while.
Yeah. Well, she won't die in that time, but
That's good.
she's just a little hungry.
Someone didn't eat breakfast when they woke up, that's for
Yeah.
sure. So what should we be placing in here next?
A tools facility now, because it's really important.
So I've placed a tools facility before in my time messing around with this build, and so what exactly is the tools facility? Like what is this
It's like,
allowing them to do?
It's like these basic tools that it's like a resource also, but for example for walls they only need build tools from this facility. So it's something we noticed we had a problem with the walls. If they needed a resource, it was like one box per every wall, and they had to do a lot of carrying due to that. So this tools facility will load up their tool guns essentially, and they can then use these tool guns to build walls. And other facilities will need some build tools also, but they will also need a lot of other resources.
So I think now we need power.
Yeah.
Would be my next guess.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's these modules, these core modules.
You can choose your poison, which module you want, the biggest one or whatever.
I mean, it's the first one I clicked.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you want the biggest one. Why would you want anything less? You don't need to upgrade later. Come on.
The little one takes less space, so it's efficient in that way. But yeah.
So does it matter where in the ship I put this, or because like there's this green area around it?
Yeah, the green area is like the initial power radius, but you will be able to expand that. So, but I would put it somewhere like in the middle, because then you can build walls around it, and those walls will, quiet the sounds coming from it. So that's the comfort thing. That like if you keep everything open without walls, your comfort will be really bad on this ship, and your crew members will complain about that. But if you build different sections with walls, then you can quiet down those noise pollutions.
So this like initial chunk that we've built here can be like almost our engine room, and then we can build other areas off on the edges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if... do you know where the view modes are? Yeah. If you click on comfort, it's the sofa. So then you can like...
Okay, so just for reference, let's
look at the station.
Our more finished ship.
And you can see the red is like really uncomfortable, and the kitchen is nice, and the bedroom is nice. And you can like if you point your cursor at the kitchen, you can see the jukebox. If you go there, the jukebox is giving a nice bonus, and the light is giving a nice bonus. So the light affects comfort. So if it's really dark, it's bad. So they want to see. And as you can see, the one bed there is actually a bit uncomfortable because the light is bad.
See, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't like sleeping with these giant like stadium lights on me, but I guess
they're afraid of the dark,
Okay, creepy crawlies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with good reason, right? There is scary alien life out there.
I mean, space is so dark anyway, so you want some light in your life.
So I have a question. Our newly built ship or ship in construction currently doesn't have any oxygen support yet. So the people working there have these small little spacesuits, right? Do these spacesuits have an infinite oxygen level in there,
you
or
can click
how does it work?
Click on a character,
Okay,
and you can see the oxygen there. And airlocks supply oxygen to them, so they can go and fetch more oxygen if there's. And the shuttle is able to, supply oxygen to the airlock. So the airlock doesn't have infinite oxygen either. So you kind of have to transport this oxygen in that way.
Okay, so they can basically work there because there's the airlock.
Yeah,
okay,
they get oxygen from that.
It seems like this transport ship here that's bringing our resources back and forth seems to be bringing oxygen with it.
Yeah. It can bring from the station to the new ship. It can kind of charge it in that sense.
All right, so we've got our power.
And
so we've got our power facility constructing now.
There was an accident, unfortunately. But
there was an accident? Wait, what?
Yeah, like when she's building, they can get accidents and they kind of mess it up.
Oh.
But she's trying again. She should get it eventually. But from these accidents,
yay!
Fires can start from these accidents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have it in the game.
Well, good thing is we have no oxygen on the ship, so fire shouldn't be an issue.
And now she's low on oxygen, so she should understand by herself that she will go charge herself up soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
here comes the ship, I think. Or not.
Yeah, now there's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she charged back up. All right, so now we need to connect this to power, I think? So that works?
Yep, but it's lacking an energy stick, so it's not producing yet, but that energy stick should be coming right there, I hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Looks like something's coming.
Yeah, look at that. Everything just works.
Bonk. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just like magic.
Yeah.
All right, so now we need to cover this blue area with power, right?
Yep. And
so I'm just gonna get us a wall power module, maybe. Doesn't quite cover everything. This will.
Yeah. And
let's just place that.
And this is the kind of user interface stuff that we have put a lot of time into, because like we did tests and people were putting these power nodes out of range, and so there's like a lot of these small things to think about to make the game easy to understand.
I really like how they come in, they take off their spacesuits, and then they go into the seating area and hang out a bit.
And the AI, like, they understand when they hang out, they go to the kitchen to hang out. They don't go next to the core where it's uncomfortable. So they know how to seek a nice place to hang out at.
Now there's just part of me that wants to have some weird antisocial mean worker who just wants to go hang out by the core where everything's unpleasant. Reminds me of that one character from Mass Effect who always hung out in the engine room.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop back over to links and connect these two.
Yeah.
So now we have power on this entire ship.
Yeah, you can look at the view mode and power.
So from here,
now you just need to
game one,
create that, and from there they'll start to take off their spacesuits on your ship. When you start to have the temperature, oxygen, and carbon dioxide in check, they're ready to take their spacesuits off and and breathe the air of your new spaceship for the first time.
It's the take the spacesuits off and then have a mild heart attack. Going, oh God, am I going to die? No, we're okay. So we're placing down life support and then a hazardous gas scrubber.
Yeah.
And then a thermal regulator?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my God, it's minus 166 Celsius.
That's why they use a space.
Well, it's winter.
Yeah, I would too. So it's like Russia on a Tuesday. Or like the dark side of the moon.
It can be pretty cold here too. I mean, we're neighbors to Russia.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Canada, and there's parts of Canada where it gets pretty cold, but not where I'm from. It's nice and cozy here most of the time. I live in the equivalent of Canada's California. It's like we only get a little bit of snow and like 6 months a year of rain.
There we go.
And looks like we're getting there.
Yeah.
Only everybody's starving to death. Okay, so temperatures, it's 21 degrees Celsius, and back over here it gets a little cold. But, in general, that's fine. That's tolerable. People won't die, right?
Oh,
so right now it says...
That should rise with time. The life support is producing it, so it just needs water to be, and there the water bottle comes,
So how limited are resources like water? Is that something that we're going to have to worry about maintaining a supply of, or?
Yeah, you have 19 left on your station, so.
Oh, over here,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
And yeah, so you're able to mine more in this sector. So if you want, you can put some. Here, just choose what you want to mine and give the command.
Ice.
Yeah.
Just tell them to go get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. But I think that we have a decent amount of time for this 30-minute demo here, and this has kind of given us a little idea of the basics of building an engine room of a new ship.
Yeah.
Adfo, do you want to kind of do an outro here?
Sure. So first of all, of course, thank you, Aksel, for joining.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks a lot for that. And thanks to you guys out there watching the video. We hope you got a little impression of the game and better said, the demo. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, let us know in the comment section. We will try our best to answer. And if you really enjoyed this video, you may want to consider heading over to Ko-fi to support us even more by buying us a coffee, because, well, we need coffee to be alive. Thanks a lot for listening again. See you next time. Bye.
Just like a comment. I like the little mining animations. I hadn't figured out how to do that. That's cool.
I was about to say I'm not complaining, but you're undermining my outro here.
You're mining your outro?
Yeah, because you just keep going and going.